Okay guys, so last week we put in the outline of ourselves in our gridded drawings, and today we're going to work on the eyes. So you see I have my picture here from last week with the outline of the head, the neck, the shoulders, and the ear, and a little bit of the hair. I have my gridded drawing here, and then I have a piece of paper here just to go over some of the things that we need to consider before we start drawing. Now, drawing the eye, there's more to the eye than what we can see. The part of the eye that we see when we're looking at somebody is only a small portion of the actual eye itself. But to consider the whole skull. So we have our skull here, we have the jaw here, connected by a hinge, which is how our jaw moves up and down. We have eye sockets, which are holes in the skull for our eyes to sit, for the eyeballs to sit into. And then there's also a hole in our skull behind the nose for our nasal passages. Let me just draw you a quick diagram. So if our skull is, this is our skull. It's in two pieces. There's the upper part of the skull, and then there's the jaw, okay, which would be a hinge. And our teeth would be down here. And there's a socket for the nose, so roughly a triangle shape. And then the eye sockets, which are roughly a circle. Okay. Now, our eyebrows would sit at the top of the eye socket. Okay. And then the eyeball itself, which is actually round, but we don't see it most of the eyeball because it's covered by our eyelids, which is why when we draw our eyes, we draw the curve, because this eyeball is, of course, a sphere, and we draw the eyelids, and then we draw this little divot in the corner. And there's also, with our eye, we have a fold in, or crease in our eyelid, on the upper eyelid, which is very similar to the shape of the eye, of the edge of the eyelid too. Okay, so you can see how that is. And then when we're drawing ourselves, and I'll show you here, you can see where my eye socket probably is. All right, but we're going to start with the inner part of the eye. You can see why it's curved. Okay, you can see how the eyeball might be round around it, or behind the eyelid. Okay, so I'm going to start in the corner, and I'm going to follow this, curve it up, start in the corner, and then curve down slightly. Okay, so here is my picture, and I've already counted the boxes, so I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes in, 6 boxes up. All right, and you're just going to do it very lightly until I get the shape that I think works and it looks pretty good. All right, now I'm being careful because look, my eye fits inside just one box. Pay attention to where your eye is in your gridded picture before drawing it on your gridded drawing, because often when we look at our pictures, it ends up not exactly how we see it. So just gonna lightly put it in. You can see the crease for my eye. All right, and then the eyebrow itself, I'm just going to make a couple of very light lines. You see the eyebrow comes up from one box over, through the box, and out to the next box. So, then we have the iris and the pupil, or the cornea of the pupil. Alright, I'm not going to really put the eyelashes in now, but I can put in a little bit of the shading. So this is where my nose sort of is. And the shadow for the eye socket. Alright, so I'm putting this in lightly. I can smudge it a bit for now. I'm not going to worry too much about shading right now. I just want to get the shapes in. Okay, so that's what you guys are going to work on this week. Drawing your eyes. Don't worry about drawing the nose or the mouth yet. We will get to that. I'll post a video later this week on drawing your nose. Okay, but please don't draw a triangle for your nose. Have fun, guys, and send me pictures of your progress. I look forward to it, and I'll send back comments to help you if you need. Take care.